Well, my powder coating machine is now working, now that I got the parts for it, and it works quite well. As you can see, the coverage is very good. I don't have any runoff. I've got the powder turned down really low. I like to just spray a real fine mist on there rather than dump a whole bunch. You get a lot less overspray. And not to blow the powder off the metal. Makes my air compressor unhappy though, it's got to run quite a bit. With this gun I find you got to be like 4 or 5 inches away. With the other one I had to be 10 or 12 inches away. But that one threw just gobs of powder out, where this is much more frugal on the way it dispenses powder. Much nicer. Working, I'll be just happy as heck. That's the big hit. See, a lot of guys when they powder coat, they do this. Actually, what you want to do is just, it's almost like painting. Just go along nice and slow so that the static field isn't being tossed all over the place. It seems to work pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm pretty happy right now, but will it last? That's the question. So we'll get this guy in the oven here. Lift I have here that I use for this, I built this out of just 1 inch square tubing and this jack here. And this arm is extendable. I can shrink it in about 1 foot and I can stick it out another 6 inches or so. But it works really nice for these frames and bigger stuff. If you don't have like a walk-in oven. And the oven is basically just metal studs, 3.5 inch metal studs and fiberglass insulation. So they're not real complicated. The burner in the bottom is just an oven burner. I just replaced the electronics on this because they burned out. The whole thing's really pretty simple. You can build one of these quite cheaply. I'd say $300. You can build a maybe 400, something like this. Pretty nice setup. I did extend this one 18 inches. So I could get side panels in there. But originally I had it built at just 40 by 40 by 40. So, the powder coat machine is working quite nicely. We'll see how long that lasts. Alright, I'm going to do this as the final thing. I hope if this thing keeps going, I'll just be happy and keep my mouth shut. But wow, what a journey. All right, this was quite a journey with this guy. Hopefully this will be the last video, which is what I said on the last video regarding this fine machine. They're about $500. Got it off Amazon. You can get them off of eBay. I can't believe it. The first one I got, if you look back at the video I did originally, all the plumbing in here was wrong. There was no instructions on anything. I got everything to go together just fine, but then I found out the air coming into the air valve was backwards. And that valve will only let air go one way. So it was backwards, so it would click, but no air would go through. Well, then I got it working, and these two gauges would work, but I couldn't get any pressure on the air gauge, so I had to replumb the whole box. And I got it to work what I think is right. None of the gauges do anything until you hit the trigger, and then these all will move up. I don't know if that's right or not. At one point I had these two would be constantly up, and then this one would move with the trigger. That may be the right way, but I have it set up so that the main air that feeds everything the valve shuts that off to everything. And then when the valve opens up, all these gauges work and everything. I don't know if that's right or not. Someone that knows better than me, let me know in the comments if that's if I have it wrong. But anyway, I got this new one in. You have to send the whole thing back in order to get this box. Actually, I just needed this circuit board. Rather than do that, this is the original one I got. I got a brand new one from them. I pulled this unit out, put mine in the box, sending it right back. So I never unpackaged anything. So that box is original. It came really banged up. The lid on the tank was all dented. This one was too. And the box looked like it just got through a rugby tournament. It was just mangled. And I could tell it had been opened before because it had plastic strapping on it, which was all cut. And then it was duct taped together. It wasn't even packing tape, it was duct tape. And the box was just shredded. But anyway, this survived. That's all I care about. And I had to replumb it because this one was all plumbed exactly like the other one, which was all wrong. Okay, well, I'm not going to say for sure, but I think what's happening here is maybe because of shortages or whatever. They also came delayed. You know, they're supposed to come at a certain date. The first one came 2 weeks late. This one came a week late. So they're delayed. And the boxes are open and all this, and I'm thinking what's happening is someone's returning one that's not working right, and they pack it up and just send it out again. So I think I'm actually getting defective returns, is the last two. I can't understand why they would be assembled incorrectly. But at any rate, if you're a fluidic engineer, you can figure all this nonsense out and get it to work like I did. And it actually does work pretty good. So I'm powder coating some stuff today. It's working gangbusters. And as you can see, I have lights. Before I had the UA, but I didn't have the KB. And you can see all these are down until I hit the trigger. And as you can see, it's working pretty good. So I still have to fine tune my air pressures. I don't have them quite right. I'm not too sure. I think I have to crank these two up to get a little bit better cleansing. But yeah, once I've debugged that, I think it'll be fine. I got another can here which has got chrome in it. And I'm going to set up some plastic ones with clear and red and different colors. So all I have to do is take the Venturi off of the main tank, plug it into the other one, and spray away. So, all in all, right now, we're good to go. Would I recommend this to anybody? I would shop elsewhere. I normally don't criticize products. You know, I try to just say, well, you know, it's got some of these things you got to fix. Like all my other stuff. I mean, I had to basically modify every tool in the shop here to get it to work properly. To me, that's not a big deal. I just come to expect it and I just do it and it's fine. And I still recommend all this stuff. This thing here, I would not recommend buying it. I think you're going to have a lot of trouble. I don't think I'm at the end of the road here as far as problems go. So, you know, just word to the wise, I go elsewhere. Maybe buy a little bit more expensive unit if you're looking at more of a commercial run. I really cannot recommend it, and they asked me to do a review, and it's not going to be pretty. Pretty much what I said in the videos here, and it's all honest stuff. I mean, I'm not making anything up, and I'm not jumping and screaming and hollering. In fact, this was the first time I think I ever sent something back. I normally try to fix things and just keep them. I don't return things, I just don't like doing it. It's a hassle. In fact, it costs $30 to have UPS come and get the other one. Just to do a pickup, just to get them to pick it up. The shipping's free. I have to pay them $30 to come get it. I'm going to drive to a town 25 miles away and hand it to them instead. It's ridiculous how UPS does this stuff, but not paying it. So there's my review. Do not buy this machine.